Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve MCFC. First of all, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Hope everyone's had a good time. Hope everyone's spent a little bit of time with the family, eating turkey, chocolates, all the usual bollocks. But yeah, I wish you all the best. I've just had a couple of pieces of granary toast. Got a cup of tea today. Cartwright and Butler English breakfast tea for anyone that's asking, these tea connoisseurs. Also, I would just like to say that yesterday was 5 years sober for me. I spoke about it briefly on TikTok. But yeah, 5 years, no beers. Started off as just a personal journey for myself to decide, I think I need a break from beer. Going to the games every week, 3 times. 4 times, fucking every fortnight. I'm drinking, hangovers. You know what I mean? Getting up in the morning, going to work, not really being arsed with work, not doing the stuff I should be doing. So basically, I decided that enough was enough. I'm going to take a year out. I did a year. It was hard for everyone asking. I always say the first 6 months are the hardest. You know, you're getting invited to parties, you're going to games, everyone's drinking around you and that. But then suddenly people realize that you're taking it serious and you're doing it for yourself, so people will help you along the way. People don't offer you a drink all the time. People know you're only drinking Coke or water, so they'll buy you one. And then it's switching your mindset up. So instead of getting up rough, you're getting up fresh, so you can get the kids out early, take them to the park, even just nip to McDonald's for a bit of breakfast, or have a walk around the lake, feed the ducks. Something like that is a positive thing, rather than sat on the sofa all day, with a blanket round you, rough as fuck. You know what I mean? So, and then I carried on, and I liked it. The person I became, the opportunities that came up for me, the work opportunities I got, the level of productivity I got out myself in work and stuff like that, it was just unbelievable considering where I was. I was only probably working at 30%. I got rid of the alcohol and I was flying, you know what I mean? And things started to happen for me for good. So for me, it was, a great thing that I did. And I'm so happy I decided to do it. There's a lot of people out there struggling with it. I get messages every day. I have helped a few people out who are now sober because of me doing it my way and having an open and honest chat with them. So if there's anyone out there struggling, there's people you can go to. On Instagram, there's a charity called Mind, Body and Soul. Soul is spelled SOLE. They're a mental health charity. So if you're feeling down at Christmas, you can contact them. Obviously, you've got the Samaritans, etc. There's a guy on Instagram who I'm going to big up. He's called Johnny Stannard Fitness. And what Johnny does is, Johnny is a fitness and health coach, like a life coach. He can help change bad habits in your life. He has helped a lot of lads that go to football come off the drugs, come off the beer. And some of them lads now have changed their life totally. They're super fit. Some of them have changed jobs. Some of them are becoming what Johnny is, personal trainer. And I often say to people who are in my DMs, who are in this rut of football, drugs, drink, work, football, drugs, drink, work, football, drugs, drink, work. That's the cycle. Contact Johnny Stannard, tell him Big Steve sent you. Go over to his Instagram, check out what he's doing. Johnny's one of the boys as well. He's been to the games. He's done all the stuff that we're talking about. So he's coming from a point of view where he had to change his life. So there's people out there. You're not on your own. You know what I mean? And if you're one of them who don't want to reach out and you're in a dark place, I always say, get up and go for a walk. Get up, put your clobber on, go for a walk. Put your music on, go walk around a lake, go and take some fresh air in, go walk up a hill. Just go and walk and keep walking. Come back, put it on your watch, see how far you've walked. Then the next day, do it again. See if you can beat that. See if you can go faster. See if you can walk further. You know what I mean? These are little things that help me, so I hope they can help you. Anyway, talking about drink, after watching this Manchester City team for the last, 12 games, it would turn anyone to drink. But no, I'm only joking. I managed to resist it. Everton, weekend. I said on my previous stream that we needed 6 points from Everton and Leicester. it was getting to the point now where we're getting a bit desperate. If we would get beat off Everton, then the alarm bells were going to be ringing right across the club. At the minute, these meltdowns on Twitter, I've seen things, people have been sending me old Blues, arguing with young Blues. It's a load of nonsense, you know what I mean? A lot of them accounts on Twitter, there are a lot of foreign accounts that don't go to games. They don't even interact with the club. They just got a very strong opinion and a big following. So they like to cause trouble. Do you know what I mean? There's no productivity from them. I never see a positive thought come from any of them accounts. It's always just let's attack one of the local fans, and then if the local fan attacks them back, we will cry that, oh, these local fans don't like foreign fans. It's a load of nonsense. At the end of the day, we're Man City fans. If you support the club, you support the club. Do you know what I mean? So get involved. Let's be, proactive. Let's try and navigate through this rough time without everyone having a head loss, and let's just see how we go. But back to the game. The lineup was announced. We knew we had injuries. Akanji and Ake at centre back. Lewis on the right. Gvardiol on the left. Bernardo, Kovacic and Foden in the middle. Savio, Doku, Haaland. On paper, good lineup, attacking lineup. I was confident. The game starts, you know what I mean? We start playing well. We're creating chances. We're quicker in the final third. We should have been 3-0 up at one point. Josko Gvardiol's had a header, hit the inside of the post. Haaland's had a couple of sniffs. Then we get the breakthrough. You know, Bernardo Silva, who for me is working hard. He looks tired, the kid, but he's working hard. He cuts in, scores the goal. Winning 1-0, great. Everton don't look like scoring. They've not been in our own half. They're not causing us any issues. Then Bernardo has a glorious chance. I'm right behind it in the south stand. The ball comes across to him. To me, he could take a touch. He hits it the outside of his boot and he's put it wide. That makes it 2-0. For me, that's game over. They're finished then at 2-0. There's nothing happening. When it's 1-0, you're always going to let them in the game. We did do that. The first meaningful attack, cross, meaningful, terrible cross, really, from Decor. Akanji should swing at it and clear it. He misses it. Lewis has been sucked up Akanji's arse, so he's too close to him. It leaves Ndiaye at the back post, takes a touch and finishes it. Great finish. Great touch. Keeper can't do anything about it. 1-1. Let me have a bit of the old brew. And then you're thinking, you can feel it in the stadium now. Like, as soon as that goal went in, it just went, oh. And the players went, oh. And Pep's going, oh. And then you're thinking, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Half time, everyone's talking like, we can't let this slip. We need to win. We're playing a bit better, which we was. So I get that. And then all of a sudden, we come out second half. Savinho down the flank, gets brought down, penalty. Big Earl, been talking a lot in the week. He's not been on it, etc., etc. He needs to take his chances. Bang, penalty saved. Pickford saves it. Ball comes out, Eddie back in. Haaland knocks it in offside. And that's when you're thinking to yourself, yeah, this could be one of them games again. And I'll be honest, after that, we didn't create near enough anything. Do you know what I mean? I think Everton grew a little bit in confidence, started to try and play. And I'll be honest with you, late on in the game, they break on us 4v2. If that's a better side, we're dead. We're beat. We rid our luck. We've seen Fulham do it against Chelsea. They broke on Chelsea. 4v2, bang, they score. So 1-1, we got a point. We didn't get beat. I know that sounds mad that we're talking about Everton at home, but we didn't get beat. We got a point. We keep on moving. The only saving grace, a little bit of saving grace, is the other mob over the road, the ones that beat us. How they beat us, I don't know. When I told everyone it was embarrassing, people said it wasn't embarrassing. Well, it is, because look at the state of them now. And to be honest, both Manchester clubs are in the mud. They're absolutely in the mud at the minute. You know what I mean? The proper, it's a madness. The rest of the Premier League are laughing. So yeah, 1-1. Kyle Walker apparently had flu. Jack Grealish apparently was injured. I don't know what's going on at the club there with these players now. Sometimes I don't believe what comes out of the club. You know what I mean? But we can't rely on these players anymore. We can't rely on them. You know, there's too many injuries going on in the squad. There's too many people pulling out with little things and niggles and illnesses and stuff. And I get it, if you're ill, you're ill. But come on. I never known as many illnesses. You know, every year when we're winning, no one's ill. You know what I mean? When we're bouncing and everyone wants to play football, nobody's ill. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. I feel like there's a problem there. We all know that. The drop-off's been monumental. I feel like this January window is the most important one for a long time. I've said that. There's rumours coming out we're going to get free players, etc. But it's the kind of player we've got to get in. He's the one that's got to hit the ground running. We can't afford to get players in who have got a bed in. I know El Chaviri is coming in from River Plate. He's only young. He's going to be an exception because he's going to have time. He's a young boy. But yeah, we've got to flex our muscles in the transfer market for me. A lot of people say what's going wrong. I think it's a mixture of a lot of things. I've said it before. I feel like the Pep situation wasn't resolved. I feel like Cheeky and the board took their eye off the ball a little bit. I feel like there's players there now that are probably don't want to be there. The legs have gone. They're thinking of pastures new. You know, Kevin De Bruyne not fit again. Really sad to see him in that way. You know, you need him. You need Kevin De Bruyne in your team when you're winning. You need him when you're losing. And at the minute, we can't wheel him out. You know, he's coming on 10, 15 minutes here, not really having an impact. It's sad to see. So I'm hoping he gets up to speed soon and he can you know, drag us to some sort of good season. You know what I mean? Top 4 now is a must. That's got to be the target. Forget the league and stuff like that. It's just not going to happen. You can tell the consistency levels aren't there. Top 4 is where it's got to be. Cup runs, etc. You know, FA Cup, be nice. But, you know, with Pep going to think we just need to get in that Champions League. I think financially, the Champions League is more important. You know, I know the FA Cup's a cup and that, but I think for the club, it's the money. I think you lose 100 million if you don't get in that Champions League. I don't think we can afford to do that. So if they take a knock in the FA Cup, not against Salford, I think we'll beat them. But in later rounds, you might just see us peter out of that. You know, it's sad to say, but we might. We've got this World Club Cup coming up in the summer. They're changing the kits again. So 2 new kits for that, 5. For me, as an old City fan, I'd like to have gone to the first World Club Cup, the new format in the traditional blue and white of Manchester City. But we're going in black and white. I know that's Gorton St. Mark's colours, so I'm not overly worried about it. If it is a Gorton St. Mark's style kit, then I'll be buzzing with that because I've always wanted one of them. But if not, if it's just some Puma generated money-making kit, then, you know, we already had 4 kits this year, you know, with an old Gallagher one. This will be 6. Where does it end, people? Where does it end? You know what I mean? If you've got a young kid who collects kits, best part, 600 quid. Anyway, Leicester coming up 29th. Unfortunately, I won't be at the game. I've got something on. It's my son's birthday. So I am busy. I think Daps is taking my ticket. To all the Blues that are going to Leicester, make sure you get behind the boys again. Get behind them. This could be the turning point. 3 points. Did a preview last night on the Leicester channel. They're quite a bit like us at the minute. They don't know what kind of Leicester's going to turn up. 1 minute they're playing decent football and they're winning. Next minute they're getting hammered. So, you know, it should be a tale. Well, it should be a game, you know, of we don't know. We literally don't know. I can't even call it. My rhythm for Man City and what I usually watch is well off. I'm seeing totally different games every game. So it's not even like I can turn around and say, the way we're playing, we're going to do this. Because the way we're playing, nobody knows. Could be a draw. We could get beat. We could win 5-0. That's just the way it is at the minute as being a City fan. But we've got to keep the faith. I thought the fans were good against Everton. The South Stand was the atmosphere was decent. I think 12:30 on a Boxing Day is a killer. There's a lot of people who didn't make the game in bed from Christmas Day, rough, etc. I know it's no excuse, but come on, Christmas Day, everyone gets on it. There's probably a few people were emotional, didn't make the game because of Gavin and Stacey. The Christmas special. I know I got emotional with that, but I made the game. And other than that, Blues, you know, there's nothing else to say. I don't want to go on like a record, repeating myself over and over again, telling you what we need to do. The players know what they need to do. Pep knows what he needs to do. Us as fans know what we need to do. Just keep behind the club. You know, let's not keep falling out online. People have got different opinions, etc., etc. But you know the ones to listen to, the ones that you know are decent supporters, the ones that have got the club's best interest at heart, the ones that are genuinely suffering. And you know the knobheads online, the ones that don't care about it. You know, the ones that have got like the profiles like fucking Doku season or Echeverry season or something like that. They're just fucking mad people that claim to support Man City but cause murders everywhere. You know, if you listen to them, more fool you. If you reply to them accounts, more fool you. Because I've not yet seen one of them accounts that's worth his fucking weight in anything. I've not seen one of them accounts that offers a perspective where you think, oh, hold on a minute, fair play. I can see it from his point of view. They just like to stir shit up. You know what I mean? Every fan base has them. Every fan base has these accounts. And if the older City fans, if they don't like us, that's fine. No problem. Just block them. Simple as that. Just block them. But it's good to see the positivity around Pep and the lads from some accounts. My last couple of videos, reading through all the comments, you know, seems to be people seem to be, you know, getting behind the shield and, you know, let's have it for the club. And that's where we need to be. Other than that, people, there's not a lot to say. I'm not going to harp on about it. I'm a day late on my video because I've been busy. New Year's Eve is coming up, so make sure everyone has a good New Year. I'm off on my jollies in January. I always book an holiday when I've done my year. You know, no drink. I always treat the family, so I'm off on holiday in January. So warmer climates await me. But yeah, people, have a great New Year. Hope you had a great Christmas. Sorry, this wasn't an upbeat sort of jovial video, but I just needed to get something out there. A point is better than a loss, but 3 points against Leicester is a must. Please hit the like button. Please share this video and have a happy New Year. Great Christmas. And come on, City, man. Come on, City.